It helps that, you know, I was going to say Lithuania, but Latvia and Estonia are not part of the war. Because we don't have to worry about them causing an even greater front for us. So looking at the numbers now, they lost 166,000 men. In total, almost 300,000 men, considering these are, almost 300,000 men. We have lost 14,000, with the British Raj losing 21. So I wonder if the losses from these count to British Raj or to me. Because the division count as if they are mine. That's what's making me interested in it. Because otherwise it's more like, well, it's obviously Indian soldiers that are manning those brigades or those divisions. But they are counted to my statistic when it comes to the amount of divisions that I have. So by that reason, the losses there should probably be counted to mine, or it will just be, let's just say it's a bit confusing. Or it will be one way or another. Here we have the Dunkirk soldiers, so we should probably try to move them to the Balkans. In preparation, they will help out. And I hope that Madrid will fall soon. How's it going for Spain in the capitulation front? 45% towards capitulation. When they lose Madrid, they've lost Madrid. So that will be good. Perhaps go for Murcia, and Valencia is so close. Let's go for Valencia as well. Perhaps we can go for, Blitz for Madrid. And Valladolid. And Oviedo. And Coruña. There we go. That's pretty much all the cities they have left. He already took Barcelona, which is a very important town, city. Megalopolis, whatever you want to call it. And there we go, Madrid should fall momentarily. And I think that will push them over the edge. Let's see if it does. Well, it's very close to pushing them over the edge. They're 93% towards capitulations all of a sudden. And that's also including Valencia, unfortunately. So we kind of need to take Coruña. Apparently it's worth 3. Who knew? But we are on our way. So yeah, it was true that most of their troops are probably around here or loaned out to the Soviet Union. But our push is moving faster. Well, I wouldn't say faster, but we have reached Minsk, and it's only been a couple of months. So far it's going pretty darn well. I don't want your expeditionary forces, but I'm pretty sure we should probably start to trade with Venezuela. Is there anything else that we need? No, we have a massive surplus on everything else. But we should have, stronger equipment. We should have a better formed military overall, better composition, everything like that. All of it should probably be better on our side than on their side. Yeah. Well, so when they lose Coruña, I'm pretty sure they will surrender. Either that or when they lose Murcia. Either or will do it. It was just pitiful resistance by the Spanish. I was expecting more. I was expecting much more. Come on, Coruña. You know you'll want to be taken. Is it still my fleet outside? Yes, it is. Well, Republic of Spain has capitulated, and that means that Africa is almost a bit nicer. So, William Slim, so all of a sudden you are free to do whatever the hell you wish. We should probably leave the Gibraltar garrison over here. And send some troops over here. So now you can probably have all of these assigned to you as well. Excellent, excellent. So things are looking up over here, and in Anatolia we have managed to take Ankara. Maybe we had that before. Could be. But we are either way pushing them back a bit. This is not very good though. This division is very isolated. And yeah, it's just kind of a mess now with the extended front line. Canada joined the American Concordates. Well, that's to be expected. So how come this is moving so slowly? Perhaps Harold Alexander needs to be taught a lesson by ordering him to move forward at all costs. Because we need to take them by surprise, we need to focus on them. How many men have they lost? We have lost 33,000 men, they have lost 292,000. National Union of Greece is losing men as well. Let's see here. Okay, so with these extra men, perhaps we can finally get this whole thing of a free Sicily concluded. This vision can pierce. Wait, oh, here we go. Low supply, only low supply. Well, that should be a fairly decent fight and one-sided, hopefully. And by the time we will, you know, completely run out of manpower, we should be able to switch and get more. At least then it will be quite a lot more. Because it's only 5% of population here, and then next time will be twice. So we will get a massive boost in manpower. So we're not starving really for manpower so far. As we're going with air superiority along the way. Northern front over here could use some air superiority. Do we have any over here? We do have close air support here that we could send to basically Vitebsk. And here we have some fighters that are currently in eastern Poland. They could also be sent to Vitebsk. Or Vitebsk, I mean. And from Vitebsk there will be a sort, you know, sent to the northern front to establish air superiority there. Currently there are no one there. So as soon as they will arrive, they will have that mission. So by that time we should have air superiority everywhere we fight, which should be good and helpful. I just realized how many airfields there are along the path over here, and how much, you know, how much territory we've really acquired. So, Mr. Slim, time to earn a reputation by conquering Greece. Let's go for it. Perhaps now we can finally put an end to the story of a free Italy. Mainly because I want the soldiers here to make a naval invasion of Crete and Athens or whatever in the back of the Greek. So, with basically a triple presence there, this should be possible. There we go. Okay, so now we can do an assault. How is this still going so badly for us? And how are they getting more? How are they becoming more? Ah, I guess this the terrain that is doing it. Terrain is probably the biggest limiting factor for us. Well, hopefully it can be resolved. I think maybe that will be what's cost us most resources so far. Let's just close this entire thing. They've been trying to reach... I suppose they've been trying to reach the front line over here. Quite pathetically so. In Turkey things are going better. Perhaps we can close it off and cause the destruction of a bunch of divisions over here. There we go. So we could split the army in two, effectively. And over here we are... Like, the main reason to even have this army is just to attract Soviet tourism or whatever. No, to attract Soviet divisions, so there's less to fight over here for our main force. And so far it's still going pretty good for Bernard Montgomery. But he will gain assistance. Of course he will. Because as soon as William Slim is done over here, conquering all of this, his units will be assigned to in order to take this over here. So that will be very, very nice. There's only 12 divisions that apparently have been assigned here. Perhaps I should be clearer by saying everyone should be assigned to the invasion. Just take out this territory first, if you wouldn't mind. And according to the current schedule, according to the current plans, we're just, going to stop outside of Moscow for now. And then we will try to meet up with Army 2 under Alan Brooke. Okay, so now these armies, basically everyone that has been assigned over here, so perhaps we can do something like this and do a plan to take all of Anatolia. So we will have a double-sided plan. So we can try to do something like this, and now we only have 20 divisions here, which is not the best, but perhaps we can do something with it. So if we close off this over here, so we create yet another pocket here in northern Turkey, and that should be pretty good. And now we do have enough political power to make that change, but I won't do it until we completely run out of manpower. So we can enjoy producing a bit more still and continue on doing so. So how's it going here in Palermo? It's still not going very well. I mean, how are they still holding on? This is just absurd in the worst kind of ways. Okay, help out in the attack. Okay, help out in your own attack then. It's going well to begin with. Perhaps it would help if they had a commander, but they don't. There's no commander to be had. There's 17 divisions. Why are they not attacking? Or, well, there's not 17 divisions there yet. This is just a bit too much for the army, I think. But, I mean, Bernard Montgomery is doing work. He is pushing forward. Perhaps now we can, entice Finland. Like, Kyösli Kallo, whatever your name is, Kallio. Yeah, Kyösti Kallio. How about you, join our side? You'll get free booze, vodka, You'll even build you a sauna. Perhaps Spiteful, Supermarine Spiteful will be the next thing to produce there. And I was thinking of something. What was it that I was thinking about? Oh yeah, changing production. But what? Oh, the artillery. No, anti-tank was it? Yeah, anti-tank. Where's the anti-tank? Where's the anti-tank? There's the anti-tank. Or wasn't that not done yet? Oh no, it wasn't. But in 4 days it will be. So very soon. Very, very soon. And here becomes the perilous part. When the front just kind of expands further and further, it will put a further strain on our troops that we have. But right now, how many men have we lost? 75,000 men, which is nothing compared to what they have lost, but they do have an inexhaustible amount of troops to take units from. Which is not very good. Not good. So we kind of need to take Thessalonica, and then we kind of need to take Istanbul. Istanbul is needed to be taken. How about we kind of just try to cut them off here? 17 divisions. It's taking their sweet time in actually performing their invasion. I mean, during this whole time, like, they have been trying to fix this border gore that was going around here. Montgomery has managed to reach all the way to... Where's the nearest biggest town? Where is the nearest biggest town? Well, Sevastopol. No, that's not... We haven't reached Sevastopol yet. But we've reached beyond Minsk and Kiev. So we are quite far along. In fact, when it comes to air support, like parts of it will be in central Russia now. Holy shit. So they are Belarus. These guys are in the Ukraine. All right. They are in Ukraine. This one is in Belarus. Okay, that is fine. I will do this then. In Cherny, basically Chernikov, we will get some interwar fighter. No, not interwar fighter. What the hell? Why do you have so many interwar fighters of various types? Perhaps it's stuff that we have managed to acquire. Okay, so we will do 400 of these, and let's go for 400 close air support that are slightly updated. Both of them will go for Central Russia, where they will have certain missions, so they can help out. I wonder where the Soviet Air Force is. It's strange that it hasn't really seen it so far. So how far along is Greece now to surrender? Comets. Let's go for the comets. How far along are they? Yeah, that was the question. Not very far along. I guess we kind of need to take Athens first before they will be. And now it was the production of advanced anti-tank. There we go. So there's a lot of anti-tank guns to replace now. All of a sudden. Well, Athens has been taken, so how far along are they now? Actually, they kind of just went completely capitulation. So they will capitulate at the end of the day, which is in a couple of hours. There we go. National Union of Greece has capitulated at long last. And here we have the remnants of Italy. Or is it Italy, or will it be... Yeah, it is Italy. So we can take those out. Just kind of take everything out that is remaining. And this is like a couple of troops over there. And Istanbul got back. So that is kind of Greece fixed, which is good. So the British Empire is... I like that not even Switzerland is left. There's the Nordic countries over here, Sweden and Norway. Norway being a very, very nice ally of mine. And then we have Romania and Portugal being the two neutral countries in the world. And Sweden and Estonia and Latvia. So actually it's probably more countries over neutral now than were in the real war. But here we have like this a lot more Soviet divisions that have shown up along the front than previously. Which makes me a bit concerned. I'm a concerned parent over here. So I think we will do like a nice advance on, like, let's go from Istanbul and then continue on. And take all of this. Meanwhile, we're just kind of cutting them all off over here and continuing on. But I think this advance over here will probably be a bit more stagnant now than previously. And I'm pretty sure soon there will be even more divisions that are ready to be sent to the front lines. And we have 80,000 men left in our reserve pool before we need to enact that change. So this means that 2 out of 3 big nations, and I mean use big liberally, as in the National Union of Greece and Republican Spain, a fascist country and a communist party, or a communist country, and what should really be like sort of neutral country, I suppose. All, their interests aligned for some reason. Perhaps now we can move a bit further. I think these are Greece troops. These are Spanish troops. I suppose this plan doesn't really encourage the invasion over here. But over here, like up here, is where the biggest resistance will be.